So, Thursday the 14th, 7:34 p.m. I just feel like ranting, probably because I'm super exhausted. But I just don't know, there's something that just frustrates me, so I want to try to just get it off my chest. I think when they're talking about like the bigger media things, that there really is these things that work towards oppression and holding everybody down. And then they take little bits of truth, like Indians, and they tie it on to the tip of a stick and make it a spearhead. And then they try to get you to focus only at the tip of the stick, and the whole time they're fixing it into the bow, pulling it back and then aiming it into your face. And they're telling you, no, you don't need any personal protections, that, oh, the protection will be provided for you when it's time, but it's not true. And then they want you to buy into this idea of these chips, this fiat currency that doesn't truly exist, it only exists in our agreement of it existing. And all you have is today. The work you've done today, what you wake up with today. And you can say, oh, I'm going to do good things today, and then tomorrow I'm going to wake up in this nice fine house, but that's not true. At any point in time, the government could come down and tear you out of that house. And poof, 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 like all the digital bullshit that we live in today, gone. And it could be because of political dissident, it could be because your neighbor doesn't like you, it could be for anything. It could be because you're too tall, you're too short, wrong color, wrong gender. You made one person mad when they walk by you in the street and you're like, ah, fuck you. Guess what? We all suck. We all have a mouth and an asshole. And we all use them inappropriately at different points in time. So the idea is to try to be nice to one another and live with some sense of social conformity. But then we have to realize that Animal Farm is true. A lot of these things that they're like the paradigms of understanding and education that they probably aren't even teaching that well anymore are real. I mean, these things play out within the scope of the world all the time. And it's whether or not we want to accept them. And you have to learn, the cell biology. When you learn about cell biology, well, now you can take those concepts and relate it to something totally different when you see the connection. But you got to take the time and put the work in, little bit, every day. And they want you to believe that this fiat currency works in the same way, that you can gain some sense of knowledge and understanding and relationships with other people, and then that would be a support and security and safety. That there's some sense of safety, But when we're just constantly moving towards, like what I saw when I was in Iraq, which is this extreme sense of inequality. I mean, you would see a bunch of kids with no parents living in fucking dirt huts with like one adult. And then right next door will be a fucking giant palace. And that guy's got fancy cars, machine guns, cray. And this guy's over here got nothing. Nothing. And the guy, you know what I mean? Like, we're just going to sit there and watch all those people just starve, you know what I mean? So, and they will. That's what it is. They work for points of power, and then they buy right into the system. And then they control the system. So it controls you. So that even though the workers in the fields are the ones to support the system, they have no control over their own daily lives. They have no control over anything. They are just it. It's it. You're tricked. You're tricked. You've been hoodwinked. And your whole world has been stolen. And then there was a better place. And it's all gone. And if you get there and you tell anyone about it, you'll be gone. Love you all. Have a great day.